Hello, this is a tutorial showing you how to use the 24/7 online tutoring tool, which comes from NetTutor. So in any course in Blackboard, you should see under the Resources subheading a button for 24 or a text link for 24/7 online tutoring. So when you click on that button or link, you'll see a page like that, and then this pop-up window should view. We're specifically talking about the online writing lab today. So you'll click on that link. Okay, and here you have a couple of tools you can check to make sure your browser is the best for this tool. You can, there's an online user manual as well as a support link if you're having any issues. But if you just want to upload a paper for review, you're just going to click this link, NetTutor Paper Center. Okay. From here, again, you click this link that says upload a paper to NetTutor, and then you'll see this window. Okay. So from here, because you logged into Blackboard, Blackhawk's Blackboard, it already knows who you are. It will plug in your name and your Blackhawk email address. Obviously, if you're a student, it would have your student email address. From here, you have to answer a couple of things. So have you taken an English course? You'll just click the arrows to choose your answers for these. What kind of a paper? Do you have a specific format you're supposed to be following? Is English your first language or your second language? And what style of paper? And if you're not exactly sure of what style, just choose other, and then you can describe what the assignment is in this box here. Plug in your due date if you have one. Required length, so many pages or so many words, enter that as best you know. And then you have the option to choose two specific things for these tutors to check within your paper. Okay, so if you're not sure about your thesis statement and maybe your transitions and fluency, so you're just going to check two things. If they find that there's no problems with one or two of those things that you've checked, but they do see an issue with organization, they'll just check one or two others. They'll just make sure they're checking at least two things in your paper. All right, type in your paper name, and then you're going to actually upload your paper. Okay, but you can notice here that it says file in PDF format. So if you're you're most likely working in Word or some text editor, so you need to save it as a PDF before you upload it. So let's look at that option first. Okay, so I'm just going to open my paper. And so whenever you have a Word document, if you're using Microsoft Office, you're just going to click on File. And if you don't actually see the link on the left side here that says Save as Adobe PDF, so I'm not going to use that in case you don't see that, but if you do, you can just click that right away. Otherwise, choose Save As, and then just choose Computer, browse my computer, and you can determine where you want this paper to be saved, whether it's on your desktop or on your H drive, or if you have a flash drive attached to the computer, wherever you want. I'm just going to save it to my desktop for now. And so here you'd probably want to put your name and perhaps the name of your paper right here. And then this is how you save it as a PDF. So Save As Type, you click on that option, and then you look in the list for PDF. Okay, that's all you have to do. Notice it adds the PDF extension at the end of the title of your paper. Okay, but of course you want to be more specific than that. All right, and then just click Save. Okay, so now you have your assignment as a Word document and as a PDF form, so two formats, okay? So it's a PDF that you want to send to NetTutor. Okay, so back in NetTutor, I'm just going to close this for now. So back here, now I'm going to upload my file. So click Choose File. I saved it on my desktop, so I'm looking for a PDF icon, which is this little red one. And I just called it, C-Delcord or something. Here it is, paper assignment. Make sure you see this clearly. So click on your paper, click Open. And you should see the name of your paper right there. Okay? So if you attach the wrong paper by mistake, just click Cancel and start over. But otherwise, from there, you'll just click Upload. Okay? So obviously, I'm not going to upload this one, but that's how you send it to NetTutor. So once you receive the email notification from NetTutor stating that your paper is ready for you to quote-unquote pick up, you'll come back into your course, you'll click the 24/7 online tutoring link again. You'll see this window pop up, you'll click Online Writing Lab. And then again, you'll click the Paper Center. And then I don't actually have an example of paper that's actually been returned to show you, but this is an image of what it will look like, what you can expect when you click on the Online Writing Lab after you've received the email. So if you remember in the very beginning when you first went to upload your paper, you just saw a link that said upload a paper to NetTutor. But now, since you've submitted something and something has been returned, there's an extra area here on this page. And so it will have the name of your paper, the date and time, who edited your paper, and this PDF link here on the side. Okay, that's what you're going to click to actually download your paper. All right. Again, so when you receive the paper, what you can expect is they won't necessarily go through your entire paper looking at those two areas that you checked off that you wanted them to check on. But they'll find the first few examples of any issues they might have seen with those two areas. And then it will be up to you to continue through the paper using their examples of how to work with that issue. All right, so that's how to access your paper after you've received notification. If you have any questions about this, ask your instructor, and they can contact the NetTutor support people here on campus to find out if there's any issues going on with your paper. All right, thank you.